before we begin today's parts, be support. Lots of support.
Always with that man from Dusker. How strange.
Oh no.
I'll bet he used some dirty tricks to gain his favor. That's how those scoundrels from Dusker operate.
Oh my god.
What a pleasant conversation you seem to be having. May I join? Please, continue.
Oh, these idiots.
Your Highness.
These guys are just
I was
idiots.
I said continue.
I...
You
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
made Your Highness angry.
Such foolishness runs rampant. I fear it is the reality of Fargus for now.
It must
Fortunately,
appear
yes.
strange to them to see me always in your company.
Does it bother you to do?
Of course not. However,
Let me guess. You take exception to the gossip that you use dirty tricks to obtain your position. Is that it?
Yeah. there
that
we go.
does perturb me, but not for my own sake. I am concerned about your Highness's reputation.
We're not talking about
that
my
is,
feelings, but yours.
You
As
know,
far
the
as
thing
I'm
I really love
concerned,
about Dedu's
those fools
character
can
is that,
talk
like, he
nonsense
has a
until
very
their tongues
eloquent
fall out.
vocabulary.
I am afraid I cannot agree. But if you were not concerned for your honor in this instance, then why did you intervene?
Because it is my duty to do so. The day my father was killed, I saw the swine who did it. They were not of Dusker.
Oh dear.
I saw that, knew it beyond a doubt, and yet I was unable to prevent the massacre that followed.
Jeez.
Nor could I clear away the dishonor of regicide that has unjustly clung to you and your people.
He's been
I will
hanging
not
on that
rest
for
until
quite
I
a
make
while.
up for that. I owe you,
Dimitri.
just as I owe the spirits of those I let die.
I do consider Fargus to be abhorrent, but you are an exception. You offered me your hand, and pulled me out from an abyss of suffering and death.
This is such a brotherhood, or I don't
You
know.
risked your life to save a
Are they
foreigner you
shipped
had
together?
never met.
I
The
can't
moment you extended your hand, I
can't
decided
recall
that
from
only
their
for your sake would I live the remainder of
ending
my
if
life.
it's like, you know,
And I would
they are
cast
the
it
least bit
aside
romantic
in an
towards one
instant
another.
if my death were to your benefit. For that reason, I cannot consider myself your friend. There are still many in the
Oh,
kingdom
dear.
who despise the people of Dusker. It would be selfish of me to stand by your side as an equal.
But
To do.
yeah, to do.
Your Highness?
Do you really believe I care one bit about the chatter of the ignorant?
Of course not. Please forgive my impudence.
I understand the intention of your words. Still, they grieve me.
Jeez.
If you wish it so, you may continue to think of yourself as my vassal. I clearly cannot stop you. We need not be anything more or anything less. If that is what you wish to do, so be it.
Your Highness.
That is wow. Okay. They have an interesting dynamic. I mean, Dedu is dealing with a lot. Oh, Ash. I'll do Nash and then Annette, because Annette's support is just wow.
You don't like to talk much, huh, Dedu?
I thought that was pretty
I am not
obvious,
skilled in conversation.
but yet he's
Any particular
very.
reason?
It's a very
Reason?
great vocabulary.
I am only here at the monastery because this is where His Highness wishes me to be.
Oh dear.
Many here are frightened of me, disgusted by me.
Ah.
I grow weary of it.
You grow
That
weary
makes
of.
sense. A lot of people hate Dusker. They think all kinds of terrible things. Some of them even think you kidnap and eat people.
Jeez.
We sound like
That
two
is-
monsters,
That is some terrible
Why are you
racism right
smiling?
there.
Shouldn't it make you angry?
Or
I suppose.
nationism? I don't freaking know.
If those people would just talk to you, I'm sure they'd change their minds. I'll
Yeah,
admit that
this
when I
is-
first got here, I found you kind of intimidating. I didn't know if it was okay to talk to you. I hesitated. But like I said
Well,
before,
that
I
is
just
internal
wanted to
bias
get
at
to
work,
know
man.
you.
That's
And now that I have, I'm not scared at all.
I am not very good at interesting conversation.
We can work on that.
Yeah.
Tell me about Dusker. What was your hometown like?
Let's go,
Calm.
Ash.
More forested than Fargus.
Ah,
Each town had a specialty. Smithing, fishing.
smithing, fishing.
You would be better off reading about it in a book.
But
Okay, maybe you're right. But answer me one thing.
yeah,
You're a great cook, and you learned at home. why don't you make more Dusker-style food?
As we have established, people hate Dusker. Food by itself may be harmless, but it is better not to
My
sow
father
seeds of
just
discontent.
sneezed.
Ah,
I don't know if you heard that from downstairs, but
but
yeah,
the cuisine of
it just-
Dusker is delicious. I'd really like to try more of it.
I am pleased to hear you say so.
That is... That's cool. That's cool. Alright. Dudu and Annette. Oh, dear.
Hi, Dudu. I wanted to thank you again for helping me out the other day.
Whew.
Everything was ready in time for dinner, and we all agreed the food was really tasty.
Awesome.
I barely did anything.
That's silly talk. With just a few ingredients, you made an amazing meal. I could never
I mean,
have done it. No way.
Dudu, from what
You
I've seen
deserve
in
all
the
the
sports,
praise in
seems
the
to be a really
world.
good cook. So,
I still have much to learn. Truly delicious food brings a smile to people's faces.
but
Until I see His Highness smile in that way, I will spare no effort to improve.
oh, dude.
Well, if that's your aim, you're in luck. I've seen him shovel in your food with gusto. You must be really ambitious if you're not satisfied with that meal. I'd love for you to teach me your ways. I want to be a great cook too.
Your skills are not the problem. You merely make errors of negligence.
Well, sure, I know that. But how can I stop making those errors?
Get
No
some
matter
rest.
how hard I try, I always seem to mess things up.
You try too
Pan
hard.
explodes when I cook. I forget my purse when I go shopping.
You-
That's just how life is for a scatterbrain like me. Just the other day, I was nearly laughed off the training ground for wearing mismatched shoes. My uncle used to
Jeez.
sigh in despair when he saw me messing something up.
You simply fail to pay attention to your surroundings. Ensure the pan is on the flame and that the knives are put away properly. Look at yourself in the mirror before you go out to make certain you have what you need. Everyone makes mistakes, but yours should be easy enough to correct.
That's all great advice.
Huh.
Thank you, Dudu.
That is
You really have a kind heart.
really.
At
That's the
first,
thing
I thought
about
you were so stern all the time.
the thing about
Am I
Dudu is
that
like he's
imposing?
very much a subversive character in
well,
that like
a bit. Maybe if you smiled sometimes. All
You
you,
know,
have to do is lift up the
if
corners
someone
of your
like
mouth.
that was like
Like this. See?
primarily like
I see.
against
I
like dark-skinned
will
people,
try it.
Dudu would be somewhat of a oddity to them, maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's the way like Dudu fits into all this. Like he's a very much like textbook example of like trying to break some stereotypes, which is good.
Sylvain, I want to apologize for the other day.
Oh dear.
The other day? What are you talking about, Felix? Is this a trap?
Yeah.
You know,
Apologize.
when I called you insatiable.
Whew.
Oh, that? Can't say it didn't hurt, but you have nothing to apologize for. I mean, you've said worse, Felix. Considerably worse. Come on, we've known each other since we were kids. We're not gonna let your constant verbal abuse get in the way of our friendship, are we?
No, I suppose not.
Whenever I started doing something dumb, you'd yell at me about it.
And whenever you drag me into something, Ingrid would find out and start lecturing us.
All these
That
years, and not
dynamic,
much has
man.
changed, has it?
Jeez.
But you're different, Felix. You used to be so, I don't know, carefree when we were young. Now you're
sounds
the
like it.
exact opposite.
Yeah. He's definitely a lot more
Well,
stern
you're
and
not any
serious.
different. Good for nothing then, good for nothing now.
Again with the abuse. This from the guy who's always been by that good-for-nothing side. So, did you come to apologize or to insult me?
I was on my way to train and I saw you. That's all.
Jeez.
You're out to train again? Now who's insatiable?
Better than sitting idle like you.
A little idleness would do you some good, pal.
Oh wow.
Come on, let me buy you something to eat.
Just riffing off
No.
each other.
You have to choose, Felix. Our friendship or your training.
My training. Goodbye for now.
Jeez.
What did... Is he... Wait, Felix, I'll come train too. Wait up.
Okay, Ash and Mercedes. I think that's about it.
Whoa, what happened? The pan's smoking.
Mercedes, what's going on?
What the H?
My eyes. I can barely breathe.
Oh, Ash, I'm so glad
You know, the way that I interpreted
My
that line
cooking's not
just
going
now was
very
like
well at all.
his
What did you
eyes
put
couldn't
in there?
breathe. How does
I
that
used
work?
Some of this spice, that seasoning, and the herbs on the top shelf. Then I started frying it in oil.
You did what?
That explains it. We use that herb for smoke bombs. Just turn the heat off and cover the pan.
Oh no, the people in the dining hall don't look so good.
Oh dear.
Sorry, everybody. Could we clear out the dining hall for a few minutes, please?
Uh-oh.
Well, some folks were a little annoyed, but at least we got the place cleared out. Yeah. It's a good thing no one mistook all that smoke for an attack. That could have been a disaster.
I'm so sorry. I always mess everything up.
No, it's my fault. I should have taught you which herbs to avoid. Don't blame yourself.
I just need to figure out how to do it right for next time.
Next time? You still want to try again, even after all that?
Of course! If I didn't, that would just be a waste of everything you taught me.
I guess that's true.
If you quit every time you made a mistake, then you'd never learn anything, right?
That's a great point.
There's like this old yearbook like where I'm sitting right now,
maybe my
and
mistake
I
was
just
frying the
picked it
herb
up
in
and it was
oil.
like
If
it's
I
from
had
middle
boiled it
school.
instead,
2012.
Then there wouldn't be smoke.
6th
What
grade
do you
for me.
think, Ash?
Man, that was so long ago.
Boiling, huh? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great! I'm gonna get this right next time for sure.
Well, anyways, I believe that's all the supports that we have access to. Now, anyways...
If Flame were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away?
I mean... I don't think so, man.
What could it be then? What possible motive could there be to abduct her?
Her blood, perhaps? Anyways, I have 20 charm. If you don't swoon to me, I'm going to yell.
I have heard good things about you.
That's better.
I believe your talents may be well suited to working with a student of my uniquely high caliber. What do you say?
Keep
Shall
telling
we arrange
yourself
a transfer?
Yeah, I would enjoy you. I would just enjoy you in my house simply just for the fact that I can belittle you in such a way that you would wish that you still had Claude to banter off of.
I suppose when I put it that way, how could you possibly decline? We are a natural fit. I expect only the very best from you, Professor.
Sure. Yeah. And another visit to Ingrid. How did you hear about,
Well, Father never learned.
Oh.
All of these useless letters are only creating more rubbish in the world.
Oh, dear. Really trying
Professor?
to force you into a marriage.
Oh, I didn't see you standing there. My apologies.
I mean, what was that a letter you were disposing of?
Oh, that paper. Well, Yes, it was. It was a letter from my father.
Are you sure you want to throw it away? I mean...
I understand where you're coming from here, but I have no need of such things.
How so?
It isn't like anything of importance was written on it.
Anything of importance?
Curious? I suppose there's no harm in allowing you to read it. Go on then.
Oh dear.
My dearest daughter, Ingrid.
Kyle Herbert.
Well, I trust that you are behaving yourself and refraining from causing trouble for others.
Huh.
Things on the home front are in order. The marriage proposal for you and the Viscount's son should be prepared soon.
Oh dear.
Although, I am quite certain there are many superior candidates at Garreg Mach Monastery. As you know, the very survival of our family is dependent upon whom you marry. You are the only one left in the family who can make things right. We are all counting on you. Do not lose sight of what
Another
truly matters.
reason why crests are... This is...
Yes. Perhaps you found it somewhat entertaining.
No, I
I've
didn't.
told you that we've never been very well off financially.
I didn't find it
My noble
entertaining
family,
at all.
House Galatea,
Why would I find that
branched off
entertaining?
from House Daphne in the Alliance. Shortly after, we were lucky enough to receive the support of the royal family, allowing us to attain nobility, to some extent.
Oh.
But the territory we watch over is poor, its harvest meager, and our noble blood too has grown thin. Neither my father nor my brothers bear a crest. I, however, do bear a crest. Because of this, my father sees me as our family's one hope for the future.
Another
A crest
rubber
is
band.
highly prized among
I keep
nobles.
finding rubber bands in
Were
my
I to marry
room for
into
some
a greater
reason.
noble
It's
family,
pretty messy,
that
unfortunately.
financial support could
Need to
soothe
clean
our
up in here at
woes.
some point. Yeah. I can't believe he would use you like that.
Thank you, Professor. Your sentiment alone is a great comfort to me. Despite my own feelings, I understand his approach to all this.
Of course.
It isn't that he doesn't care for me.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it very, very well. Which is why I apologize, Professor. I must be going.
I'm sorry if I've troubled you so, Ingrid. That seems like a lot to deal with. Anyways, I'm not expecting any more conversations. Oh. Okay, so here's the thing about recruiting other characters in this game, just before we begin the whole thing in full. I'm not going to be showing this on screen. Instead, this is going to be reserved for when I do Golden Deer, but what's going to happen is if you find a way to attain supports with people that you want recruited over from other houses, their recruitment requirements decrease. So in this case, the base recruitment requirement in order for Hilda to come over to your house means you getting 30 charm and a C in Axis. This would decrease if you obtain at least a C support with her, and even more so with a B support. So this is why I ended up using the choir during my Garreg Mog Monastery phases, because Hilda actually really enjoys singing, and so I was actually able to get this C support on her at the moment. So I'll see you later. I lied. There's one more support conversation.
Mercedes, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but will you lend me a hand?
Oh yeah, sewing.
What can I do
That's
for
right.
you?
She
Oh,
almost took
is the cuff
his
of your
head off
overcoat
in
still
the
torn?
previous supported conversation.
Mending that shouldn't be a problem at all.
It's pathetic, I know, but I fear my sewing skills are... well, as you can see, they're just about non-existent.
Goodness, you must have been concerned when I tore your cuff.
Ah, well... that is to say... would you please teach me to sew? I hear you're rather amazing at it.
Of course I'll teach you. Don't look so heartbroken.
You will? Thank you. Oh, I owe you for this.
I'll go get my sewing kit. You wait here. I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I've never seen, well, it's just a bit...
No need to dance around the issue. You're fed up with my clumsy efforts, aren't you?
I thought you might end up bending some needles if you tried mending this on your own, but... how did you manage to break a pair of scissors?
I'm so sorry, really. I try to be careful, but with delicate work like this, I just can't seem to manage.
There's no need to apologize. But you must have been uncomfortable making your way here with this tear.
My inability to control my own strength is humiliating. Of course I'm useless at needlework.
No giving up on yourself. You just have to practice, that's all. No matter how difficult something is, if you keep at it and don't give up, then you're sure to improve. Isn't that what you told me?
Right you are. To give in to despair isn't like me. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm ready to give it another go.
Great! I'm glad to hear it. First things first, let's make sure the needle is actually threaded this time.
No! I bent another one.
Oh man, that was insane. I mean, the thing is, it just makes sense because Dimitri is just a very strong character in general, and I guess that just sort of translates into the support conversations. Well, anyways, apologies for all that we had to do in the... I can't speak today, I'm so sorry. Let me start over. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm a random Darklink, and we just, while off screen, engaged in a lot of training, and so I am so happy to finally rescue Flame in the underground chamber. So let's just get on with this and not even think too much about that whole scenario. So, this is White Clouds, Chapter 6, Rivers of Reaper, the Underground Chamber. Let's see this.
We still don't know where Flame is, but we can't give up. Not until she's found.
Of course.
Professor! Your Highness! I just heard a scream in Professor Yuritsa's quarters.
Oh.
Yuritsa. The combat professor with the mask. He has always been rather suspicious. We must hurry.
Yeah, let's do that.
Isn't that... Professor Manuela?
Professor Manuela!
Uh-oh.
Please wake up! Professor Manuela!
Professor Manuela. This is probably like one of my favorite stills of Byleth. I'm so sorry.
No, I believe she's just unconscious. But this wound requires immediate attention.
Look! Do you see Professor
Just that
Manuela's
shocked
hand?
face is
It's
so
like
weird.
She's pointing at something.
I see it, behind that shelf. Could it be a secret passage?
Oh dear.
What is the meaning of... Wait, is that Manuela? What happened here?
Well,
you must take her to the infirmary immediately. You, don't just stand there. Help me carry her.
Oh
Of
dear.
course. I'll return shortly, Professor.
Do you think this is related to Flame's disappearance?
I think it is, and that's...
What should we do, Professor?
Well, unfortunately, it's like, I don't think we can... It's been a month. I don't think we can delay any further. We need to investigate.
It looks dark. Dark in there.
Oh, you've always been scared of dark places, haven't you, Annie? But don't worry. The professor and I will protect you.
There are sounds coming from
It feels
within.
so weird
If we're going
because
to
they had that
investigate,
fight and
now
they
is the
still have
time.
that mixture in their support conversations.
We'll be okay, I'm sure.
You know,
Are you ready, Professor?
it's unfortunate, like, some supports really don't line up super well. In fact, that's probably one of, like, my
What is
biggest
this
criticisms
place?
of this game is, like, their supports, the conversations, like, they don't exactly line up well with what the story is
They're
going on.
unconscious.
Especially, you know... Oh! Dear. Is it
Yes,
Flame?
I see Flame. But who is this other person?
Yeah.
Professor!
She has a little bit of red...
Someone's coming from farther in. That's safe.
Oh, crap.
Is that the knight who attacked the Holy Mausoleum?
I think you might be right. Don't fear the Reaper in my butt. That is horrific up close. Oh, I bet you would. I bet you would. Wholeheartedly. Ugh. Okay. Well. Now you're just trying to, like, overdo it. Well, in that case, I need to close this down. So, like, I can reduce the strain on my computer. And so, like, this thing doesn't short out, hopefully. I'm really looking at making sure, like, my CPU doesn't, like, overload everything. So, unfortunately, just due to Dimitri's situation, he is unable to be deployed on this map. So, it's basically everyone else for themselves. I got myself to a level where, like, I don't think experience is gonna matter here, so... In the meantime, I have no idea. I'm gonna go with my standard adjutants just for supports. In that case, Happy will probably have to default to me. And oh dear, because... might as well. Because she is available in this map. So anyways, I think this is one of my more favorite... This is one of my favorite maps in the game, mostly just because it's like... It's not like anything else in the game. It's just like these warp tiles that go around, and basically, you know, the whole goal is if you have lock touch, you're at a greater advantage on this map. So thank goodness for like Blue Lions dealing with this. Ash has lock touch, and Yuri or one of your other characters would most likely have lock touch if they were going down a thief line, which is what I typically do, but you know, I decided to do something different and become a Cavalier. So that should be pretty okay. I'm really not sure of how this is going to work out, like, fully, but I think I'm just gonna replenish all my battalions for good measure. Yeah, DLC is kind of broken. It makes your gold go up, makes you have a little too much than you actually need, which is unfortunate. It kind of just ruins the whole point of hard mode, but, you know, that's fine. It's fine. At least the good thing I like about hard mode is that it does set limits on, like, you know, the experience you can gain after gaining a certain point in level, so it does, like, limit yourself in the power that you can have at a certain point. And so that by itself is a little increase in difficulty, which is, you know, I don't just want to blitz through, but also, like, I'm a person who heavily relies on grinding, so it's terrible. Ugh, and you have a very odd stat line. Though, oh, Jesus. That is unfortunate. Like 2 peas in a pod. Sylvain and Ingrid are both having, like, trouble. But then again, I also put Sylvain in a class that he really shouldn't be in, but also I really wanted to up his magic. So, yeah. Yeah, you know. I mean, he doesn't have high personal, like, growths for, like, strength or magic to begin with. So, like, I'm really just trying to be weird here, so if anyone criticizes me, unfortunately, I can't really change much because all of this is pre-recorded, like, a month ahead of time. So, I'm pretty sure I'm recording on the 3rd of July at the moment, and, I believe this is part number 16 or 17. I don't really keep track because it's a lot of videos that I'm trying to do in one go. So, like, one, I don't have to worry about constantly, you know, managing my YouTube channel, unless, like, a copyright strike comes up, but, you know, I don't really worry about that because I don't make money anyway. I don't make money off this stuff, so it's not like I'm being unintentionally, you know, terrible here. So, in that case, we should probably get started.
That night looks like death itself. We must rescue Flane immediately.
Oh, you could not have said it better to do.
There's something strange about the flooring at the end of the corridor.
Yeah.
Something might happen if you step there.
Yeah, so basically, this allows you to warp some places. And so, just because, like, everything's, like, quite, since everyone's level 19 and all the enemies here are level 12, minimal experience gain, like the absolute minimal you can get. And even at level 19, Ingrid's still crap. Even though, like,
on it.
I mean, at least Sylvain has magic. I mean, that's the thing. Like, he has a blossoming talent in magic, which is why I just decided, like just to bite the bullet and put him in a mage class. Because I just really did not care anymore.
I'll give it my all.
I mean, this is hard mode. I really want to make it a little bit more difficult for myself. So Ash is going to go this way so he can unlock the doors. I don't want to discard a bow. Why would I discard a bow? Just equip your steel axe there. And then I'm gonna try and like have a lot of other people like go other way if possible. I'm just trying to think of.
Stay focused.
I think I'm gonna have like my mountain units just come this way, just so we can better just equip ourselves here. And because you know,
what should I do?
It's gonna be a snail's pace.
Put me in there.
Better yet, you know, I could actually just bring everyone through this area, although. Actually, you know what, just because of the experience I gain, the lack of experience, that is, I think I just want to make sure, like, I can just beat the Death Knight and call it good there, because there's really nothing of interest here, but until, like, you go this way, so. Fortunately,
Sure thing.
Wait until everyone gets off the warp pad. So, okay, so just because, like, I really don't need to, oh! That was a 3% crit. Nice. Yeah, hardly any experience whatsoever. That is, unfortunate. The only people that can actually gain some relatively good experience are the healers, and that is just basically it. In fact, and that is probably going to gain, like, a good amount of experience, so is, Resettus. I can't believe I just... And that's the wrong orange-haired page! Whoops! That's, darn it. Though, although, yeah, there are no mages over here, so in that case, I'm just gonna have to have some fun, because at this point, this is just, I really am, this really is just gonna be loads of just fun and weirdness, considering this is really not a serious playthrough by any stretch of the imagination, even though I do try to be more informative. There's no way to really describe it. This is not a serious playthrough by any means. You know, I'm still feeling that sort of like brain zapping, of which, you know, I have no idea what the heck to talk about while doing this. Which, you know, is a struggle if you really want to, you know, want to... Look, this is why I don't like, you know, mass-producing content. And that's unfortunately the way that, you know, a lot of these channels, like, sort of, like, make a living. It's just like, how does any normal person think of something creative to say over a video game when they have to, like, mass record in blocks to keep the content going and make sure that, you know, your channel grows and your channel just, you know, is able to succeed. Like, I don't get that about YouTube. That is just, that's one of my gripes with it, at least.
Ineffective.
That's, whoa. I'm sorry, what? What is, you're wielding a steel bow? Yeah, I figured that would just lower your attack speed. Same attack speed as Dudu. Wow. That is sad.
Give up.
Yeah, that is not much experience at all. I'm just going to head this way. If we can just drag a target this way. Just in front of the space so someone can... Okay. Well, in that case, This is what we're gonna have to do so like we don't do, because we do have a turn limit. So you need, for victory conditions, you need to defeat the Death Knight or root all other enemies. Or, in the other extreme case, if either you or 25 turns pass, you know, you are defeated or 25 turns pass, you know, it's a game over.
Underestimate me.
If you've ran out of Divine Pulse, like Divine Pulse is much better in this game, and like you can actually like rewind.
Weak.
And even if you've been defeated or you've died, I guess.
Weak.
Oh dear.
Ineffective. Weak.
Ah. Ouch. Yeah, Divine Pulse is a major blessing. If only just to make it so... I want to make sure this guy dies. Not, like, make it so that, I believe I can move after I'm done, so... I don't need a door key. Yes, I can move after I'm done, so... People can still warp here. I believe we do have a door key that we can use, so why not? Oh, wait. Can we break this wall? No, we can't. Darn. I know we do have breakable walls in some instances here, though it's... yeah. But now everyone else can advance around the spiral here. And so the thieves can totally... You just start, keep doing you.
Give up.
Yeah, they really should. It's going to be clink or a miss. Wow, you missed 273s. Way to go, Dedu. Jeez.
Weak.
Very weak. Very, very weak. And that's 2 damage on Ingrid. Wow. Man, archers are not like, you know, enemy archers at the moment are not very they're not very powerful or challenging, really. Like, they're just more of a nuisance. And case in point. That was a 1%. Oh dear. That's fun. That was fun. That was fun to like notice right there. I mean, you gotta do something while you're just warping around and wanting to just, you know, blitz the chapter here. Because it's not like, you know, there's a lot of experience that we can give anyways. And, you know, I mean, I could make it more fun and, you know, just use other characters just to switch it up so that they can gain experience. But why would I do that, frankly? Like, it's just really no point, I don't think. Especially when, I don't know, it just, Fire Emblem really doesn't do a good job of, like, you know, prioritize usage of other characters. I think the only game that has really, you know, nailed that, and just due to game mechanics in general, is, surprisingly, Thracia 776 with their fatigue system. Like, if some character, like, hits a fatigue threshold, they cannot participate in the next battle, and you have to utilize other characters. I think they did a really good job with that whole mechanic. It really just made you think. And so, yeah, while Thracia 776 may be a difficult game in general, like, you know, it did a lot, you know, for... What the... Wait, could someone actually pass through the rubble? Like, is that what that red square is telling me? Or what? Like... I don't have the time to really think about this. Anyways... I just want to get to the Death Knight's chamber, get all the treasure that we can. I believe we get like some sort of like leg ring. So I might be able to put it on like
Luck wasn't with you.
I have a use for that, but at the moment it's gonna be sort of
weak.
The dude is just having fun. Oh boy. La da 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 da. Okay. I'm just being cheap, and it's turn 7 anyway, so it's not like we're in a major rush to get over to the Death Knight's chamber. It's easy. It's not too bad. Of a challenge to get over to you know where in the time that you need to. Yeah. So I'm just gonna warp. Hello. For some reason, when I just said hello, I was thinking of this like really old like viral video of this cat just, you know, I think it was labeled like cat saying hi in a southern accent, and so it was like it goes, well, hi, you know, but like an octave higher than what I'm, you know, speaking, of course, because my voice is, you know, limited in pitch. Yeah. I'm a tenor. Come on. Like, I can hit the low A, and I can hit the low A. You know, it's just tenor. I'm a freaking tenor. And, you know, the only reason I would know that is because, you know, that's what happens when you date someone who, you know, does choir. When you dated someone. Like, we're not together, but we're, you know, still okay friends. It's just, yeah. Him getting a magic stat was just opened up so many avenues. But anyways, can you open the door, Ash? Okay.
So you have come. I'll make sure you never leave.
Oh, will you now? You really don't scare me. So Felix won't die, but you know, he will be severely injured. Okay. I'm just gonna wait for everyone else to just get over here this way. I think I'm gonna be like getting 2 Dark Knights on this run, which is like weird. Unless I want to make Ingrid a different kind of weird, like, and you know, make her a Clarine type character, but I don't know. It's just because of her lack of a weakness. It's kind of hard to find like a specialty for her, even with her strengths pointing her otherwise. Just I realized like she could serve a variety of roles if necessary. I'm glad I had that. Oh dear. Okay, no, that is a mage. Okay, so in that case, we're going to be very careful on where we step because we don't really want to load them. Or else to do is cooked, literally.
Weak.
Bye-bye.
Expected.
Well, the good news is I'll be able to, like... I might be able to possibly, like, master the Cavalier class before I get into my advanced one.
Weak.
You know, go straight into Paladin. Possibly. No, I don't know how high my Lance rank is. It is currently a C. Should probably push that up just a tiny bit more. Otherwise, I might need to just jump into a different class and figure that out. Okay.
What is this device? It appears operational.
Yeah, it does appear that way. Wait, how could you tell that from all the way? Okay, seriously, this device right here, it's over here. It's over here, and Dudu is all the way over here on the other side of the map. Which, by the way, if we zoom in, that is a solid wall with no indication that it's see-through. Dudu is just sitting here with his battalion. And, you know, just chilling. And, of course, huh. So you need to zoom out of close-up mode or to properly, like, utilize this. Interesting. In that case, where is... I don't know how anyone could, like, play in that mode. It's just so... It's so mind-numbing. Sylvain, can you show us what you've learned?
Easy.
What's next?
Well, currently...
Stay vigilant.
Yeah, Felix just took the words out of my mouth. We just need to stay vigilant here. And... we'll swap on that so all the warpaths are just, accessible. Speaking of, like, the nearest one, if we wanted to like, try and catch up with everyone, is, like, all the way over here, and it's, yeah. It's really not worth it. I wish I had a 2-3, like a long-range spell that I could use just to... you don't want to have that training axe equipped. I was just having fun, like, slowly murdering a priest. So... you know.
Weak.
You sound like a tennis player. And not the good kind. Oh dear. I did not want the Armor Slayer equipped. Oh, darn it. Especially with the crap damage that, you know, Ingrid does. like I said, I know what exactly I'm going to be using her for, just based on how she's doing, and it's well,
Give up.
it's basically the role that you like. Really puts her in a more supportive phase, and also like allows her to use a variety of tricks to just, you know, make sure she's, you know, at least gaining experience in like keeping up with your army. So
The fight continues.
D plus authority, nice. Okay, I think I'm just over there. All right, so Yuri will get a hold of that. I can't remember if it's that one or this one that heads straight over here, because that's where we're going to need to go next. And there's also a lever we can push that disables all of the devices. And, well, if we actually are intending on facing the Death Knight, well, it's nice, you know, to make sure that, you know, we don't give him as much of an advantage as possible, because he's already at a major advantage. And yeah, this is still hard mode, even with grinding, so it would still be a major pain in the keister.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problemo. Is probably what Mercedes would say. Jeez. You know, just due to, like, yeah, I'm gonna check to see which one this goes to. Okay, I will, I believe I have a, you-know-what in the convoy. Yeah, I have 2 of them. Trade out that secret book. We can get that treasure chest, which I believe has the item that I'm looking for, which would, you know, greatly expand the usage of a certain classic character. And no, I'm not talking about the, I mean, you know, a march ring on a cavalier would be quite neat. But I'm more like, I'm talking about like a support unit of some kind. So, yeah, just so we are aware. That's probably what's going to happen. And then, of course, yeah, I'm pretty sure this leftmost one like goes all the way over here to switch off the devices, which is what we do want to happen here. So I think I'm just gonna make sure Ingrid just like goes this way, because man, she's just not a good combat unit. And it takes a lot, you know, to actually make her a viable one overall. Okay. Oh, another 11 sword. Cool. Cool. What else haven't I... Does Dudu still have yet to move? Oh, yeah. You can actually finish off this archer and then call it a day. Like, he doesn't need to
be done.
Do anything else for us. Since, you know, we are basically, you know, going for mages now. Okay, before I forget, I think I'm just going to store the march ring into the convoy before anything else occurs. And... oh, sweet Malart. Oh my goodness. pain in the butt. Some of the special tiles have been deactivated. Yeah. Some of the special tiles have been deactivated. So not the warp tiles, but basically the effect, which would help,
Thanks.
you know, if mages wanted to attack. But I don't know why you would attack with a mage, but you know, the only person I trust to really like take magical hits and also physicals, like as a mixed tank, like, you know, he's probably like the best one for the job, as you know, he does have, still has boosted HP and well, defense and res stats to, you know, to boot. Anyways, I'm just gonna prepare to like head back in on this way. Pretty sure that is the warp floor that we, yeah. Of course, Yuri can get out now. I don't see him, see a reason why he should, like, you know, stay in that room isolated from everyone else. The only one who should be doing that is Dedu. But, yeah. Anyways, oh dear. That's unfortunate.
Nice try.
The mage would be a bit of a pain.
Too slow.
I don't know. Maybe he'll be able to do it. Oh, darn. Well, I mean, you pushed me away. Oh, dear, the mages are moving. Crud. Crud, 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 crud. That is, that's bad. How much damage can you do? Oh, dear. I gotta rewind, everyone. We aren't gonna do that.
What should I do?
Don't go into the range there.
Nice try.
And yeah, Ingrid has res, so.
Too slow.
And, you know. Oh, dear. And you're blocking my way.
Put me in there.
Piece of crap. Why did I do that? I should use a Cavalier to clear the way, since they have Kanto. What am I thinking? Or am I thinking, for that matter? Jeez. Steel Lance.
You didn't give it your all.
No, you did not. Anyways, that's all in the past. Okay. Just warp here. Use your iron to take out the archer because they're just
I must
slow.
steel myself.
And, you know, just slight differences in attack speed just do so much.
Ready.
Here. I wish I knew how it was properly calculated, but oh, you can only warp from one room to another. So in that case, I'll just equip your iron sword.
Put me in there.
I will. Just hold your horses. And combat arts. That is a broken combat arts. Healing focus. It's just it allows you to heal yourself without expending a vulnerary. Like, it makes vulneraries obsolete if you're willing to train like brawling. As most people who go down the brawling line will be able to have healing focus. It's just It's a broken combat art. It's so useful. Such a useful one. Such a useful one.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I know you are. Just warp. It'll be taking up your space, but yeah, I didn't expect anyone to get
Sure
through
thing.
on like the first try. So 13.
Here we go.
We're on turn 13
Here
at the
goes.
moment. Don't have like to necessarily be completely cautious getting into, you know, the Death Knight's room. Yeah, because okay, so if you went around like the long way while splitting up your forces, you will find that this mage will not move from your spot. So a good way to like make sure you can face the Death Knight is, you know, just leap across like his area, get through the door and get into the room, and leave someone there to finish the mage off if you can't beat the Death Knight in the worst possible scenario. It's a very odd design, but you know, you could also do what I did, which is like grind insanely with DLC on hard mode and just, you know, just do not provoke at least one group of enemies. Oh!
Time?
And unarmed combat
It is decided.
is... Ah, darn it! I mean, I don't think I was gonna... Oh, jeez, that is rough. That's a little too brutal, man. You need to go down.
Next time, bring your friends.
Maybe not with 11th sword next time, but, you know, you get my gist. You get my meaning. You get my overall meaning here. Maybe if I just, I could use just fire. Or, hold on, you can double with the 13. Oh yeah, your iron axe. Yeah, you can. It is much better here just to use the axe then. I'll do that. Cool. Yeah, you do have the mixed stats for it, so just really going by which weapon works out. And you've almost mastered the mage, so... yeah. What am I gonna do? Oh, and you mastered the brigand. Death blow.
Lessons are complete.
Unfortunately, I have no skill slots available because, yeah, beforehand I edited quite a few of everyone's skills. I've also
Still raring to go.
Oh dear. What is the highest hit I can do here? You only need to hit it once.
Here we go.
Oh, that's overkill, but that works. That works, Caspar.
Not bad at all.
I am going to go heal you with Mercedes real quick. I totally forgot that there's people behind that warpad. Oopsies. Whoopsies, whoopsies, whoopsies. Also, my neck is cramping up again. I guess that's just what happens when you play too much video games. I'm a 21-year-old still living with his parents, waiting to go back to college so I can get a job and, you know, get an education so I don't have to, like, live here my entire life or live supported, dying alone. Oh, that got real dark. That got super dark, man. I don't know what the heck I was saying there. Like, how? Okay, turn 15. I think I'm just gonna get everyone in range of that Dark Mage for this turn. Then open the door with either Yuri or Ash. I suppose, I'm pretty sure someone on here has Night Healer. And I think it's Sylvain, but he has a lot of experience as is, so I don't think I want to, like, overdo it here. Oh boy. This is gonna be a rough battle. This is gonna be such a rough battle. So, anyways, Ash. Yeah. Pretty sure Ash could finish him off. Yeah. It's gonna be almost guaranteed hit.
Doing my part.
Thank you. This is a really good way to like boost weapon experience, though. Like, you need to play through the chapters anyway, so you might as well like use the weapons that you're trying to master here. Anyways, yeah. One of these guys can open the door. But anyways. Actually, I do have a door key, so I might as well just, do it. I have 4 door keys. It's not like it's gonna be a major waste, frankly. Probably best to heal up.
Thanks so much.
Something bad happens. Yeah, alright. Anyways. That's 4. There we go. Ah. Okay, 9 turns remaining. So at least we're in a position where we can take out the Death Knight even if we wanted to. Oh. Annette actually wants to kill something? I was sworn, like, she would at least gain some. Alright. Why not?
That worked out.
Yes, that did. That definitely worked out. And I guess, gotta go Ash again. Probably. Even though this really doesn't matter because, you know, lack of experience. Thank you.
The fight continues.
Fight does indeed continue. Phooey. Why not? Probably gonna have, like, Mercedes sit out on a few battles when the time comes. Alright. So anyways, let's get in here. Once again, the Death Knight cannot attack from a distance. You have to directly engage him. And so he's still a terror to beat. A terror to, like, take down, so if we can't, well, I'm gonna have to, like, replay this entire chapter, which I'll need to rewind entirely with a Divine Pulse, which is I don't want to have to do that. I really don't want to have to do that. But anyways, like, I will if I have to. So anyways, with Night Kneeler, who does have Night Kneeler anyway? What? Ingrid has Night Kneeler. Oh, shoot, skis. It's 10 damage. You know what? I might be able to pull this off. We're gonna need to get everyone here surrounding him, so along with our highest, like, damaging battalions, and just go with it. Also, perhaps good to have someone with high attack speed, because you have. So as long as you somewhat if you can match the high attack speed of like 17, you are not going to get doubled by the Death Knight, so that would be a good just for like raw damage overall. But if he crits, I mean, I'm going to have to like rewind time a little bit, so I am not going to put as much stock. Okay, remaining turn 7. Anyways, attempt number 1 at assaulting the Death Knight. We're going to use the Gambit. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that would kill me. That would honestly kill me. That's 15 damage. Flat. Okay. Here we go!
Now you will die together. Oh, joy.
Goodness.
Now's our chance.
I mean, it's... You are not supposed to face the Death Knight if you go through this chapter normally. However, this isn't a normal run of the chapter, so, like, I just... Ay. Nice. Nice chipping. We're gonna be chipping. We need to get his HP down to at least 10, so it's not like we have any room for error here. You can be doubled because your attack speed's 12. You don't have to worry about being doubled because, well, because these are light enough in order to, like, pull this off. Oh, dear. Oh my goodness, I'm doing this all wrong.
Stay focused.
Because, you know, he's not moving. So we can weaken him a little bit with Gambits. He isn't going to heal up his HP, I don't think. So let's see here. Does he have any class that allows him to... anything that allows him to heal back HP? Yeah, okay, so nothing would suggest he's able to heal his HP. So,
Ready.
If we can... Oh dear. If I can just use a Gambit twice. And then...
We've got to trouble.
That gives 30 HP of a threshold here. I really should have swapped out some of these battalions, but can't really do that now.
I'll give it my all.
Okay, Gambit here, 3.
Put me in there.
He'd die if we do that. Oh, God.
Sure thing.
I'm really trying to think here on how we can just pull this off. And so this is definitely gonna take some time to be done. That's 25. We need to find some way to inflict 15.
Here we go.
Oh dear. Don't crit. Oh, thank God. Okay, that was good.
My next effort shall compensate.
You're an student. You don't need to do well. You're at a distance here. So, okay, so we only need to...
I'm on it.
Here goes.
Jeez, even with wind, she's... But actually... She's actually the one with the lowest experience. Oh my God, Annette can actually do it! Annette, do it! Please! Woohoo! Ah, that's a level for her. She can go right into the Warlock class.
Everyone will be so pleased.
Oh, I am pleased! Alright. Oh my goodness. And we received another Dark Seal! I still have no idea how to use them. What to use them on. Even, like, outside of, like, Black Eagles. Because Hubert's, like, the only person that really benefits well from that class. And the usage of Dark Seals. Oh, really?
Halt. You're having a bit too much fun.
Oh.
You are getting in the way of my game.
Oh my God, that's messed up.
Huh. You'll have more opportunities to play soon. Your work here is done.
Jeez. Oh, this is a long part.
Understood. I will go.
Oh boy.
We will cross paths again. I am the Flame Emperor. It is I who will reforge the world.
Oh. That's certainly ominous.
Flame Emperor and the Death Knight? I have to say, they both looked very dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Where did they go? It doesn't matter. We need to get these two out of here.
Yeah.
Bring them up.
Like, once again, how are you able to conversate like this? You're like on the other side of a solid brick wall. Oh, yeah. Ash's motivation maxed out. Cool. Well, let's look at the after battle. Jeez, man. Oh, man. Jesus, man.
Thank goodness. Those girls are pale as ghosts, but at least they're alive.
Ooh.
But that Death Knight person feels so familiar.
No.
You found Flame?
Wait, what?
Thank goodness.
She was unconscious at the end of that secret passage. We found the culprit too, but he got away.
No use dwelling on it.
I'm just grateful that everyone is safe.
Yeah.
That's what matters most.
Yes.
I'd like to hear what transpired, but first, we need to get these ladies to the infirmary.
Yeah, we should
Understood.
probably do that.
We'll go at once.
Yeah, good idea. Really good idea there.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm so relieved I suddenly felt weak. I couldn't be happier with how things turned out. And I imagine no one will be more overjoyed than Seteth.
Of course.
Hey, Professor. Can you make that expression one more time?
Like this?
I don't think I've ever seen your face like that. I apologize. I've forgotten myself and come dangerously close to teasing you. It's just... I've never seen you look so happy before. It's downright mesmerizing. But
Jeez.
this isn't a time
I
to
appear
hide.
that cold to you, man?
We must hurry and share the good news with Seteth.
Wow. Jeez, Jeez, Byleth really is a lifeless husk.
Professor, please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once
Wait,
more.
this is the afternoon?
Flame is safe and sound.
Why is it
and I
so
have you to
dark?
thank for that. Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you.
I'm just happy she's safe.
Yes, indeed.
I too am overjoyed.
Oh my goodness. But why was Flame taken to begin with?
Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the Rite of Rebirth. The one known as the Death Knight.
Yeah.
Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yuritsa. And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor.
Yeah.
His true motives are yet unclear.
Okay,
However,
yeah, of course.
I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flame's blood.
Wait,
the blood
what?
that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare and extremely dangerous. If enemies who know the secrets
so?
of Flame's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother!
Wait, what?
Wait!
Flame, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us.
Oh dear.
That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
Okay.
I see your point. I do. However...
You really don't, man.
You know it is the only reasonable option.
I'm sorry, what?
What if I were to join the professor's class?
What? That's a great idea.
You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that.
I'd love to have you in my
Professor
class.
like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
Yeah,
I see.
okay.
I am afraid you have a good point. Professor, due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you. After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flame's safety?
Water under the bridge would be my pleasure.
I am so glad that Flame is safe.
Yeah, as am
But
I.
I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl.
Oh, that redhead?
She wore the
I don't know.
uniform of the academy. But who is she?
Don't ask me. I'm just as clueless as you. You sew this.
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance. I have been told that Manuela and Flame are recovering nicely, as is Monica.
Monica? Who's Monica?
Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flame, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However,
what?
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated.
Oh.
It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her in the monastery. We assumed she had run away.
Oh dear.
I never dreamed that we would find her. Not like this.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black
Oh,
Eagle
dear.
House once she has fully recovered. Our enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However,
Oh boy.
we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
Oh.
Yes.
That big
the
battle.
Students will remember it for the rest of their lives.
Oh dear. Has
Please
anyone
guide
forgotten
them
about
so
that?
that they may
Because
show us their
yeah,
best
that's
at the coming battle.
that is coming up.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month?
Yes.
You've never been there before, have you? There is
no.
unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much.
Oh. What will you do next month?
I have my own mission. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them.
Oh.
What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings.
Yeah, that would be
Ever since the
helpful.
Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and elsewhere too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead. Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you.
Don't say things like that. Please.
Don't get me wrong. I have no intention of dying. I know it would be too much to ask you to cheer up, but can you at least drop the serious... Well, I'll be. Was that a smile just now?
Wow. 2 smiles. Jeez, Byleth is on a streak here. Anyways, I thank you guys for all your, attention. I know this was just a lot to take in. Especially because, oh man, this is a lot of videos. This is a lot of videos and it's occurring daily. So I doubt anyone will be able to watch the entire thing. But for those who do, man, you have some endurance. Anyways, if you like this, don't worry. Another one's coming up tomorrow, and we'll be continuing on for quite a while like this. So, don't be afraid of missing anything. Just a lot of it's going to be coming up in the following months. So, till then, I'm Aren Darkling saying, have a good rest of your day.